With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw him. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
And they'll begin by running the option.
6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Goff now to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now Goff on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on third. Goff. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. He also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Here's Jackson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Jackson will throw again. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The Steve is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Goff on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well and kept them around in this game. Now they got some talent. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that, a nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Go off a handoff here to Swift.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be first down Lions.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Now Goff.
He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Now there's Tucker McCann now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 48.
McCann's kick up and good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission. position, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
Jackson now.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at Ford Field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards that time.
First down.
They'll try and run right on the option.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Tucker's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's Goff and the Lions.
Trailing 17-10, 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. A
Play fake for Swift. Now Goff. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here comes Swift.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Goff gets this one to Chark.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 32 on the play. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Here's Swift. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Goff now to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
McCann for the point after.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want from football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You're put yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Lions are going to win this game.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the